Hello, I am SquidofLove. Welcome back. In this video we are going to discuss about the latest news regarding the development of Star Citizen and more specifically the upcoming 2.5 patch. As we have mentioned already in a previous video, the highlight of the 2.5 update is going to be the Grim Hex space station, a second area in the Crusader system where players will be able to spawn besides Port Olisar. Despite the fact that Grim Hex is going to be more suitable for pirates and criminals, every player will have the option to not only visit but also spawn in this new area in the Crusader system. In the latest Around the Verse, we got some very interesting info about the history and the original purpose of the Grim Hex space station. Originally it was called Green Imperial Hex and it was a mining hub, a place for miners to store their personal ships and take shuttles in order to go to the various mining facilities around the area. Grim Hex will be placed around the moon of Yela in the Crusader system. We already knew that Grim Hex was built in and around a huge asteroid, but placing the space station in the asteroid belt around Yela makes things a lot more interesting and will certainly bring life in the asteroid belt around this moon. With many criminals and pirates calling this space station their home, there is going to be a lot of action for sure around this area. Back to the history of the Grim Hex space station though, it started as a mining hub, that was its original purpose, but when mining operations dried up, the station was abandoned. Miners have left the area and eventually shady individuals started flocking into the space station, turning it into the Grim Hex space station we will get in 2.5. The real problem with this space station, if we can call it a problem, will be the limited number of landing pads. That could create a significant problem for players if there is a huge traffic around this station, but it also creates an opportunity to find an alternative way to store our ships. The developers, in order to facilitate everyone and make it possible to land on Grim Hex and visit this area, have added hangars at the back of the asteroid. A really interesting addition if you ask me. We can go to these hangars, ask permission to land, park our ship over there and keep it safe from other players. It will be like entering our own little hangar in the Grim Hex space station. Adding hangars like this is definitely an innovative approach to the problem of not having enough space, enough landing pads to store many ships. The purpose for the Grim Hex space station is to act as a place where criminals and pirates, where players that want to follow and perform criminal activities, players that want to play as pirates, can spawn freely without being punished for playing the game their own way, for playing the game the way they like the most. And this is absolutely amazing. Grim Hex will come to the persistent universe with 2.5, but its development will not stop with this patch. It will keep evolving over the next 2-3 patches. With more stuff being added, we are gonna get extra content and more areas unlocked, including a bar but also a kiosk to enter races and bet on illegal races. Eventually, Grim Hex will probably bring racing in the persistent universe, and this is something I really can't wait to see happening. Regarding safety around this new space station, the developers have mentioned that they don't want this area to be turned into a huge deathmatch, so at the beginning, use of weapons will not be permitted inside the station. After, they will look for other ways to keep peace, they will look for other ways to prevent players from killing each other. I'm going to be honest that is going to be a very hard task and I'm really curious to see how RSI is going to address this problem. We don't know when we are going to have 2.5, it may be on PTU very soon, there is no date announced, but we will have to wait for an announcement in the official forums of Star Citizen in order to find out when we are gonna get 2.5 first on the PTU and later on the live server. I have to say that I'm very excited about this new space station. I'm very excited with the development of Star Citizen overall and I really can't wait to see what the future will bring for this amazing game. On another note, the next concept sale for Star Citizen is going to be the Argo, which is also going to be available with 2.5, and the Dragonfly has moved on to development, so we might get it really soon in the persistent universe like the developers have already mentioned before. Thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. I am SquidofLove and I will see you next time. Bye bye.